As is retro here, and I hope everyone is remaining retro. Today is March the 3rd. Very special day. Today is Sting's official last match. Iconic career finally comes to an end. Sting was Sean's favorite wrestler. He was my favorite wrestler. I mean, as you guys know, that famous picture of Sean with the white and black makeup during Halloween in high school. The red and black was one of his friends at the time. And not really here to talk too much about his career, more about what we liked about Sting and, I guess why we fell in love with this particular wrestler, this particular character, if you will. We got into wrestling pretty much when Sting started his Kroll gimmick. And since that particular gimmick, after on, like, Sting was our favorite. We've seen videos of Surfer Sting, prior, and we had a lot of respect for that particular gimmick as well. And he did a good job with that gimmick as well. But that's not the Sting that we knew. That's not the Sting we fell in love with. That's not the Sting that we grew up with. Really, it was the Crow gimmick and afterwards. So basically, when Sting took on that gimmick, we just loved everything about it. The white and black makeup, the long hair, the long trench coat, the black baseball bat, him coming down the rafters, sometimes even coming under from the ring, not saying anything for about, I think, 10 or 11 months, being a voice of silence, looking over at the NWO. When needed, he would come in and take them out, because for those that remember or who watched wrestling, NWO would, kind of bully not kind of, they were bullying the WCW and especially the other WCW wrestlers, and he would just come in and clear out house, whether he was coming through the rafters or under the ring, or sometimes even just coming straight down the ramp. His promos were pretty cool too, especially with Hogan for the '97 Starrcade. So there was just a lot to like about his whole presence. Another thing that we found cool also was the fact that he didn't actually wrestle a match for until Stargate '97, which I think the build up was for about a year. But really, he was just like looking, coming down, taking the NWO out, and then that was it. We also loved the fact that during I think the beginning, if I remember correctly, sometimes he would come out and he would give other wrestlers like a baseball bat, and he would turn his back. It was particularly, I think, WCW wrestlers, and he would see who would try to hit him with his back turned, and it was just to see, like, who's on his side, who isn't, type of thing, because the whole story is that WCW turned their back on him. And another thing that we loved also was obviously his figurines, his costumes. It was perfect for Halloween. We used to dress up like Sting quite often. We would even draw Sting in our notebook, copybooks. I remember Sean would do that quite a bit. I would do it as well. So there was a lot to love about that particular gimmick. And again, he looked like $1,000,000, right? With the long hair, with the makeup, with the black trench coat. But I think the reason, or one of the reasons why we love Sting, wasn't just because of Sting the wrestler, but more Sting the person, meaning outside of the ring. So we're referring to more Steve Borden now, who is actually the one that plays Sting. So we've never actually had the pleasure of meeting Sting, but we've heard so many great things from fans, from people online, from other wrestlers. It seemed like nobody had anything bad to say about Sting. It was always good things, that he was kind, that he was polite, that he was, genuine. If he shook your hand, he would give you a firm handshake and look you in the eye. And he just gave a lot of respect and love. And, just to hear that somebody that, we really liked and looked up to was a genuine person really made us love him even more. We also like the fact that he didn't join WWF for the longest time. And we were happy to see when he joined TNA. We love the work that he did in TNA as well, especially this Joker gimmick. We thought, although it was a change, it was actually a pretty good change, and we think he did he did a good job with that particular gimmick. Then when he finally came over to WWE, we did go crazy. We were happy to hear about that. We didn't like his particular run in WWE, but regardless, he's an icon. Even if WWE did try to tarnish his image, you can't. He's Sting. He's been in the industry for too long, and he has too much respect and too much love from so many fans that, regardless of whatever tactic, if you want to put it that way, WWE tried to do to tarnish his image, that's what I felt that they tried to do. It wasn't going to work. Finally, he comes to All Elite Wrestling, and he had a good run there, and it, essentially comes to an end tonight. So I just wanted to share that with you, why we love Sting. We loved his gimmick, but also the person that he was. So a big thank you to Steve Borden, to Sting, for all the memories that you created for me and my brother. And we'd like to wish you a happy retirement. Everyone else, remain retro.